Good evening. Good evening and welcome to the second annual Gudgie Awards. I'm so honored to be here to host this evening. We've been going for 17 seconds now and already I've outlasted Kevin Hart. All right, thank you. Okay, so I'll be your host this evening. I'm Mark Gudgies, this is Michaela Marks, and we couldn't possibly be more excited about what's about to happen. Before we get started, a couple of announcements that we have to make. Number one, let's see, I have this list, I apologize. Things I have to go through. Let's see, if you need your parking validated this morning, please see Mr. Haynes in the main office. Town cars are welcome at all entrances, but facility management has asked that stretch limos be exclusively dropping people off and picking them up at the north entrances only. So if you brought a stretch limousine tonight, please notify your driver. We ask that you limit your acceptance speeches to no more than 3 minutes in length in order to keep the program flowing. And it is appropriate at all times to cheer wildly anytime anybody does anything, but especially if they receive a nomination and especially if they receive an award.
Woo!
Just let's practice. Let's practice. Cheer wildly on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Woo!
Yes. Yesterday, I received, I am not joking, during A3, complaints from Mr. Gwynn, Mr. Sempek, and Mr. Yelly, all within like 15 minutes. It was perfect. At lunch, they were like, "What is going on in your room?" And I was like, "You just jealous." So, I want the same thing today. I don't know who's in that room right now. Whoever it is, they need to hear us. Everybody needs to hear us. We're here tonight, honestly, at 7:52 in the morning, for an important reason. We asked you, Mrs. Marks and I asked you to do something hard. I've said that to you many times. Do hard things. The easy stuff, yeah, you can do that too. That's going to be a part of the day-to-day. At some point in your life, you'll probably pay people to do the easy stuff, and you'll continue to do the hard things. And acting out Hamlet, by any standard, is hard. Shakespearean actors find it hard. We are seniors in high school, right? And I know when some of you walked in and were told that this is what you were going to be doing this semester, you emailed your counselors and you're like, "Can I transfer to a different English class?" I know that happened. In fact, a counselor told me that happened. Fortunately, they didn't let you. And there's nobody in here who didn't act in Hamlet. And there are so many people in here who are so worthy of these nominations and so worthy of these awards. We're just really excited to honor what you've done. All night long, 7:54 in the morning. Help yourself, please, to the candy bar. Please help yourself to the punch, and just have a great time. There's no pressure today. It's all just excitement and celebration of you and what you've done. All right? So now, without any further ado, the second annual Gudgie Awards. The first award that we'll be giving out tonight goes to the best actor in the role of an understudy. And your nominees are Isaiah Campbell as the ghost in Act 1, Scene 5. Fontaine Fouderly as Hamlet in Act 4, Scene 4. Stephen Shashevsky as the gravedigger in Act 5, Scene 1. Blake Hurts as Lord in Act 5, Scene 2. And Elias Mendek for his role as Ambassador in Act 5, Scene 2. And the Gudgie for Best Actor in the role of an understudy
Do you guys vote on this?
goes to
Yeah, they do. Fontaine.
Isaiah Campbell. Oh, but that's a Steve.
You come down the red carpet. Are you okay? I have that owl. Is he not up there?
No, first one was for Tika, who's in the next class.
Oh, oops.
Oh, hey, this might be this class,
Yeah.
or some of them. Gives you time to think about your speech. Aha!
We had a
Congratulations, sir.
Well,
What is the taste?
I didn't think I would be the first Gudgie Award winner, but I would like to thank Mr. Mr. Gudgel and Miss Marks for nominating me for this award. I don't know if you guys actually took part in the votes for it. Like for the voting for the nominations too, but just another good thing that I've done this year. Thank you.
to remember.
Suitable for framing.
Yeah, you pulled up. Yeah, these are all me. I got you. It's okay. Oh, it's sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, is this actually on? No. It sounded like I made noise. The next award for Best Actress, The Role of Understudy. Nominees are Michaela Gherkin as Marcellus, Dana Haney Patterson as Laertes, and Dacianne Chambers as Claudius at 5C1. I just want to say that your applause is getting much better. And the Gudgie goes to. Why did you do this?
Seal the envelope?
Yeah. This is the struggle.
So
is real.
nobody got information ahead of time by
Right, this is
sneaking in
true.
here at night and looking.
Dana Haney Patterson.
Did you take pictures of all of us?
You want to watch it? No?
Most of you?
No.
I tried.
I didn't write a speech, so here it goes. First off, I would like to thank our teachers, Mr. Gudgel and Ms. Marks, for giving us this opportunity to act out Hamlet, because without this, we wouldn't have the Gudgies, of course. Second off, I would like to thank my mom. She actually offered to help me practice reading Hamlet, which I thought was the funniest thing ever. And then third off, I would like to thank my classmates and peers. Without you guys, I think we wouldn't be able to do this. I never seen a one-man show on stage, so, you know, I think it was perfect.
What a great start. You guys are amazing. If you're interested later, we will send out, I forgot to inform you, we will send out the link to the YouTube channel where the Gudgies will be posted. The next award goes to Best Actor in a Supporting Role. And the nominees are Blake Hewitt as Rosencrantz in Act 3, Scene 3. Fontaine Lee as Rosencrantz in Act 4, Scene 3. And Liam Kitchen as the Messenger in Act 4, Scene 5.
Yes!
And the Gudgie Award for Best Actor in a Supporting Role
William Kitchen.
goes to Karen Kitchen.
They're really, you guys are really lucky because he's the only one here to accept the award.
I don't know where apparently happened yesterday.
I thought I saw his ankle at baseball, so he.
Well, I only just realized that I didn't write a speech, so I just wrote one like 2 minutes ago. So my speech is basically just thanking everyone who could make this happen. Oh, crap. Oh well, I accidentally deleted it.
That's okay.
I'd like to thank Shakespeare, everyone here, Mr. Gudgies, Miss Marks, and myself, Synecdoche, New York.
Wonderful speech. All right, we ready? Best actress in a supporting role. Nominees are Natalia Williams as Ghost, Act 1, Scene 1. Morgan Mills as the Queen Gertrude, Act 1. Bria Long as Guildenstern, Act 4, Scene 1.
Hell yeah.
And the Gudgie goes to.
Yeah. And remind you, you chose the on one.
I did. I bought them off Amazon.
Banana bread?
I think that you were here. That the two people that
Just want to say thank you, you know, as I'm not dressed up, you see, so.
Fabulous.
But, yeah, I wanted to say thank you, Ms. Marks and Mr. Gudgies. And also, want to give a shout out to my mom too, because she was helping me a lot going over the book and stuff, so, yeah.
Our next award goes to the best actor in a lead role. And before we hand this out, I wanted to take a moment just to kind of reflect on the difficulty of taking on lead roles and think about what it means, even to all of those who were nominated. This, you know, this is Hamlet. I tell people that I'm teaching Hamlet. I tell other English teachers I'm going to teach Hamlet, and they go, why? And it's not just not great. I've had so many wonderful students telling me, well, you know, it's a great story. I really like it. I'm really glad you made me read that because I wasn't going to read it on my own. And I get that because poor York. I knew him well. The thing's huge. I had to get to the books. It's huge, right? This is a tome. You guys handle it really well. And those who tackled some of those roles, like Hamlet, like Ophelia, you know, even the King's roles, massive parts. Some of Shakespeare's best work, but some of Shakespeare's wordiest work, and that is absolutely saying something. All of these awards tonight are special. The people who were nominated for this award, wow. They looked at that book, they looked at that part, and they were like, I can do that. And then they did it, which was amazing. So, without further ado, the nominees for Best Actor in a Lead Role are Josh Moore as King Claudius in Act 1, Scene 2. Luis Gallegos.
Yeah.
Hamlet in Act 2, Stephen K.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
as Hamlet. It's just a nomination.
I thought you were done reading those.
I wonder how often that happens at like the Tonys and the Oscars. Will Smith just hears his name, he's like, sweet. People are like, sit. Stephen K. as Hamlet in Act 4, Scene 2. And Josh Moore as King Claudius in Act 4, Scene 3. And the Gudgie for Best Actor in a lead role goes to Josh Moore.
That's my bro! That's my bro! Love you, bro! I'm gonna cry. I'm crying.
I'm gonna have to burn out. I'm gonna have to burn out.
So my speech is like pretty much a work in progress. I didn't know what to say. I wrote some things down earlier. Hope it suffices. Thank you for the award. I'd like to thank Mark Gudgies for teaching Hamlet because I'm a big fan. I don't know if everybody else knows. I like Hamlet. It's a tragedy. That's my favorite. And thinking that I did well enough to earn a Gudgie. And I'd like to thank all the people who didn't show up for their parts, so I could step in and help out and make an impression. And I'd like to thank the actors that I acted with, because it wouldn't have been fun if it was just me, even if there were some challenges. Oh, thank you.
Ladies, Shakespeare is pretty man-heavy. Have you noticed? Yeah. But it's the women who really make the play. They're comic relief, or they're the big dramatics. We need the women in the play to make it what it is. So, for Best Actress in a Lead Role, Taylor Smithson as Ophelia, Act 3, Scene 2. Dana Haney Patterson as Queen Gertrude, Act 4, Scene 1. Morgan Mills as Ophelia. Stacey Hawthorne as Queen Gertrude, Act 4, Scene 7. And the Gudgie would go to... Dana Haney Patterson.
Say it with your chest.
I was told I didn't walk the red carpet the first time, so I did it this time. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for doing this with me, because without everybody, this wouldn't be what it is. And thank you for this award, Mr. Gudgies and Ms. Marks.
Yeah, I did that. Woo! Yeah, damn, yes!
If you need to go away. Wait, are experiencing technical difficulties? I don't watch enough real award shows to know if that happens a lot.
Yeah, they
Oh,
go to
right.
Does anybody have any ads that they want to?
I'm Gronk, and I'm big and awesome. But this little guy, sorry. Dipods. God, I love that commercial. Okay. While we're getting this set back up, I did want to take a minute first to acknowledge Dana. I don't know in the lengthy and storied tradition of this award ceremony that anybody has ever won 2 Gudgies before. That's impressive. So.
Yeah.
Yes, Dana, yes!
That's a Gudgie for
You should get a Gudgie for that.
I don't think you should be able to carry them.
I think they call those participation ribbons.
Alright, fine.
And secondly, I'm not sure that I can get around to this without getting a little bit emotional, but you know, I know that there are little boys and little girls out here in the audience tonight who dreamt of this award when they were younger, who worked tirelessly for 16 years, or 17, 18. You know, just in the hopes of one day, maybe, even being nominated for this award that didn't exist until last year. And I just think it's really a special thing to be here and to share this space with you. I couldn't be more honored. I also don't think I can fill any more time. This is write your senators. This is a tech magnet school. All right. So, what's that? It is the
Intermission.
Whatever. Yeah. We'll say we've got a commercial on right now. When we return, the Gudgie for Best Sonnet Recital. Please, hey, all right, Liam Kitchen won the last award. Excellent. Okay, you won an award recently.
At some point I did.
Yeah, no, it's not responding. All right, folks, thank you for your patience. That was a really, let's just, pretend it was like Jay-Z performing or something like that, Your level of enthusiasm for Jay-Z is much lower than mine. I'm actually quite a fan. If you've never read his autobiography, Empire State of Mind, really worth reading. Okay, so our last award of the evening goes to the person who did the best job with their sonnet. As if it wasn't enough to say, hey everybody, we're going to act out Hamlet and you each need to be in 3 acts. We had you write a sonnet, or at least memorize one of Shakespeare's. Tall order, I get that. And again, we thought you did a phenomenal job. We were super impressed. And with so many people, there's so many people deserving of these awards, and at the end of the day, I can only afford so many cheap plastic trophies. So. Without further ado, your nominees for Best Sonnet Recital are Isaiah Campbell, Casey Hawthorne, Dana Haney Patterson, Steven, say your last name for me.
Krawcheck.
Thank you. Things I'm good at and things I'm not. Odalis Martinez. Elias Mendick. And Josh Moore.
I don't like that.
And the Gudgie Award for Best Sonnet Recital. What's fun is I actually forget who won. Goes to
Come on, man.
just letting the suspense build. Casey Hawthorne.
want and skill from her. I want to thank Mr. Gudgiel, Mrs. Marks. I want to thank you guys for listening to me. And I want to thank myself for actually showing up that day. Because we know my attendance is not, yeah, anyway. And I might actually publish that because I told my dad about it and he wants me to do it very much so. Awesome.
I was hoping I got one.
I don't think it's you that hasn't made it.
I don't know.
Okay, and now, trivia time.